Welcome back, everybody. I got the Zelos out, and I got some upgrades from Evolve 3D. So he just came out with a Forend kit, and I thought it looked pretty sweet, but also it might give me a spot to mount a bipod on here. I got a barrel clamp and a mag holder that kind of slips onto the spine here so I can carry an extra mag around on it. So yeah, I thought that would be kind of cool to install and see how it does. The only problem I've had with this in the past, it's not really a problem, it's just it's hard to mount a bipod on because of the tube size and everything. And so what I did was I flipped this bracket that comes stock on it up backwards so that I could get it closer to the middle center weight of the air gun. And then I got a Picatinny to Arca adapter, and then that can sit on my tripods, and I have mounted a bipod on this. So I'm gonna try out this new Forend and see if that remedies any of the things I've been wishing this thing had. But other than that, let's put it on. Alright, so first off I gotta get this stock clamp taken back off, and I think I did have to take the bolts all the way out to get this off because you kind of have to slide it over the gauge. So let's get this off. So this is kind of just like a slip-on clamshell design, but it is just plastic. So it is a little flimsy, and even when you tighten this down all the way, when it's on a tripod, there is still some flex in it. Alright, so the Forend kit comes with these two clamps. One is the piece that's going to index with the block, and then the Forend pieces screw into those. So let's get some scissors, get this open here.
Move it around a little bit until we get it.
Just watching their install video, so I do need to take the air tank off. Alright, so I did do this wrong. I needed to take the tank off. Alright, just trying to get a better view for you guys. So I did have to take the tank off because I needed to be able to slide these on. But I did watch the video, and I do need to put this barrel clamp on first because that sits at the front. So let's get this loosened up a little bit. Alright, I will put that down there. Slip this one on. And then this guy. Okay, now I need to get the tank back on. Alright, got the barrel band on, got this on, and this. Now I need to seat this back piece back to the block, and then I can start screwing on the side panels, I believe. Get these lined up. All right. Alright, so there we go. Looks pretty awesome. Yeah, really sturdy. It's not gonna like hold zero for like a laser or anything, but it does add a nice flat surface at least if I want to kind of lean it off of a bag, so that is a plus. I think I'll position that like right about there. I like the look of that better. Sweet. And then he does give you a little bit of a section of some Picatinny, so I might put that on later. But for right now, I'm just going to move on to the mag holder. So this just kind of has a little bit of a rubber pad on here, has some bunch of magnets on it that index with these points on the mag, which is pretty nice. So that's definitely going to keep it on there when I need it. And this is going to clamp over this back section here. There we go. So it hooks on that back spine there. And it seems to be holding it good enough. And when I want it, nice. So yeah, really cool design. Thank you for sending these out. Can't wait to test some of these. So yeah, let's get to it. What I might do is I have a long arc rail actually that might fit under here. See if this works. It's just barely too many slots. I have a medium-sized one. Let's try that. Got this medium-sized arca plate from Annex. So yeah, it's all done. I got this put together. Got all those pieces on. It's really simple after you watch the instructional video and figure out how to do it. But the only thing I had to do was just take off the air tank, and then everything slides together. Screw the air tank back on, and then it's really not that difficult. I did add some arca plates on the bottom, and that really helps strengthen everything up actually, I think. So that's really nice. But I have this one in the back more so I can mount this on my tripod if I want, and the center of gravity is more towards the center, so there's not so much strain on this. And then the front one I use for the bipod. So this really seems like a good bipod attachment point. There's not any wobble front to back on this right now. And so I'll give this a good test when I take it out next, but this seems like a really solid setup, so pretty stoked about that. And I'm actually really excited about this spare magazine caddy. It is really nice to have a spare mag like on the gun. So when I'm just walking around and stuff out on the property, I can, not have to have that in my pocket and stuff. So I don't know. I just like to have it on the rifle, so that's kind of nice. So yeah, that's it for this video. I'm stuck inside. It's raining really bad today, so I will get this out as soon as it stops raining. So that's it for now, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.